Hi, and welcome to Book Impressions. In this episode, I will give you more information about the book Blackthorn Manor Haunting, and it's written by Cheryl Bradshaw. And it is a series, it's book 3 of Addison Lockhart. But I can tell you, I got this book back in November 18th of 2019. And I can tell you these are standalone books. You might feel like you're missing something, maybe a little piece here and there, but on average they kind of sum it up and you're right there. So I felt pretty good about it when I read this book. I didn't really feel like I missed a whole lot. The cover I think is really nicely made. I always say when you can separate that title from that author and you have a photo, it just has a good balance on it. That's my opinion. I mean, other people might say they feel differently. I don't know, but that's just me. I like to see a good balanced book cover. The photo looks really nice. You can tell there's a woman standing there. It kind of has a haunting look, and the word and the title says haunting. So, you know, something about it is either scary or paranormal or something. But like I said, I read the story, so when I get to the review part, I'll tell you what I gave it in the review and why. But let's look at our information about this book. It has 210 pages. It's in English. It was published back on May 27th of 2018, so it's been out a while. And I would have to say, since this is book 3 of 4, that I'd like to think all 4 books are there. And let's read our blurb. It says, a woman in black stares at the sea. So I guess this must be the sea right there. Her body transparent, eyes brimming with tears. Hoping to get a better look at the woman, psychic medium Addison Lockhart leans out over the manor's windowsill, gasping when she feels an intense pressure pressing down on her back. Someone thrusting her forward. She grabs the side of the window to brace herself, but it's too late. She's already fallen. Who is the strange, melancholy woman haunting Blackthorn Manor? And why is someone out to keep Addison from unlocking the manor's darkest secrets? If you enjoy Neil Gaiman or Nora Roberts and mysteries with a supernatural twist, you'll love this fast-paced, best-selling series by a New York Times and USA Today best-selling author. And I can tell you, if you're familiar with the show on television called Ghost Whisperer, and you like that show, then you're going to like this book. It's very similar to She Talks to the Dead. And she tries to uncover secrets so these people can move forward. If that's your cup of tea, you'll like this book. Okay, it has 657 star ratings, which says overall, it has a 4.5 out of 5 stars, which means a lot of people liked it. 5 stars has 68%, 4 stars has 22%, and I always say, you could almost put those two numbers together to know whether somebody really likes it. And when you do that, you have 90% compared to everything else. Although I think some of the best stars you can read are 3 stars, because these are people who hang in between, whether they liked it or not liked it. But anyway, we'll read those. That's 8%. 2 stars is 1%, and 1 star is 1%. Let's look down here. And let's see. You see book 1. It's called Grayson Manor Haunting. Book 2 is Rosecliff Manor Haunting. And let's see, we are on book 3 right now, but book 4 is Bell Manor Haunting. So all 4 of these books are out. She obviously is someone who writes a lot of different series. She's listed all her books. Okay. Her publisher is Pixie Publishing, and it's doing pretty good in the bestseller rank on Amazon. But let's look at our stars, values, and read some of the headlines. Okay, with 5 stars, which is the highest score you can give a book, it says in some of the headlines, we need more. Well, it's a series, so that's good. Another haunting manor. Well, they're all kind of based on that theory. It says book 3 getting better and better. Hope there's a book 4, and there is. Love ghost stories. If you're that kind of person, you'll love this book. This is captivating. Passing the torch. Visions to set them free. Great book. Interesting third novel. Twists and turns. Loved every minute of it. So you can see them people just loved it, and that's why they gave it 5 stars. Let's look at our 4 stars. Like I said, a lot of times you'll read 4 stars and you'll think, I don't know why they just didn't give it 5 stars. Anyway, so let's see what their story is. There are great little paranormal mysteries. I hope there will be more books in the series. Okay, good paranormal read, great series. Haunting are good for some if someone can help them on their way. Another good mystery with a twist. A quick read. Blackthorn Manor, a paranormal cozy mystery. Good mystery. Doesn't disappoint. So you can see how those 4 stars, some of them could have been 5 stars. Let's look at our 3 stars. Like I said, these are the people who can't decide whether they like it or not. Or they find something that they don't particularly like. What a way to throw a wedding. Yeah, there's a wedding at the beginning. Hard to get involved. I didn't feel that way. Interesting read. I enjoyed reading the backstory about the ghost. Good read. Blackthorn Manor Haunting, 3rd in the series. What's around the next corner? Supernatural mystery. So they're not really saying whether they liked it or not. Let's look at the 2 stars. 2 stars are people who usually don't read this genre. It says, I read all 3. I read all 3 hoping for better. Okay, and this one says, okay. It says, okay, but a weak storyline. Psychic girl marries, discovers family secret at location, murder, all revealed, the end. Filled some time, but wouldn't rush to buy further books. That's funny. You can always tell they don't read this kind of genre. 1 stars really don't read this genre. I'm sorry, they just don't. Here it is, blah. This one says awful. I chose this rating because it's trite dialogue and predictability. A pure supernatural romancing. Okay, if you like that sort of thing. But I found it too boring, and I won't be reading any more of them. Now, I was, like I said at the beginning of this review, I told you I would tell you when I reviewed this book. I was probably hanging somewhere about the 4.5 to 5 star. And the only reason I was kind of hanging there is because there's a part in the book where you start hearing the backstory of the characters and what actually happened. And I felt at that point there were too many characters thrown at me all at once. And that kind of didn't gel really well with me as a reader. When I read a book, I like to get to know my characters better. I don't want a whole bunch of characters thrown at me because I had to stop and keep going. Who does that person relate to? Who are they related to? What is going on here? How does this fit in the story? I had to keep going back and looking at these characters, and it was kind of bothering me. But that's just me. Other than that, like I said, I gave it about a 4.5. But you can see she's a person that writes a lot of books. This must be Cheryl Bradshaw. And she's got some kind of a blog going on here. Let's read her autobiography. It says Cheryl Bradshaw is a New York Times and 11 times USA Today best-selling author, writing in the genre of mystery, thriller, romantic suspense, and supernatural suspense. She is a Shamus Award finalist for Best PI Novel and E-Festival Award winner for Best Thriller of the Year, and has published over 40 books since 2011. Can you imagine that? 40 books. Raised in California most of the year, she can be found exploring the tropics in Cairns, Australia, where she currently lives, or traveling around the world. And you can sign up for her newsletter by going here. And let's see, she talks about some other series. And I'm sure all these books are out. But anyway, what I will do is I will link Blackthorn Manor Haunting in the description down below. And if you're interested in looking at this book more thoroughly, or looking at all the other books she's got out there, because like she said, there's 40 books she's written since 2011. And who knows, since 2011, we're now in 2022, she might have even more books out there. So you have the option to go and look at the book we're currently looking at right now, or go look at all her other books. I mean, after all, she's a New York Times best-selling author and a USA Today best-selling author, so she's got it going on, folks. Anyway, if you like content like this and would like to receive more content like this, and I hope you will subscribe to this channel. And with all that in mind, this is Book Impressions signing off.